Peace be with you. So this is a second video regarding Sadaqa or charity for Muslims. And in this video, I just wanted to mention some verses that talk about stinginess. Sadaqa or charity in Islam is a cure for stinginess, and all of us are stingy. All of us are stingy. We were born stingy. We were born selfish. That is our nature. When we wake up in the morning, we think what we are going to eat. We think what our kids are going to eat. We think of what our family is going to eat. That is just a part of life. Selfishness and concern for yourself and your own is a part of life, right? But God wants us to manage that appropriately. Okay? Yes, this is a built-in survival mechanism, but it has to be managed. So God warns us in the Quran, that if we don't give charity, we're going to end up basically as evil people, because only evil people go to hell. So in the 92nd chapter of the Quran, verses 8 and 11, God tells us, "As for him who is stingy and considers himself free from need and rejects the best, we will facilitate for him a difficult end. His wealth will not help him when he perishes." And that's just life. You can accumulate all the wealth you want in the world at any expense, and it will not help you. I work as an emergency room doctor, and people come in, young people die, old people die. You're going to eventually die and stand before God. Your wealth will not help you. I don't care how rich you are, even if you're Steve Jobs, one of the richest people in America, got pancreatic cancer and died. God will call you back to himself, and then you will have to answer for this. Everybody will have to answer for this. So it is very, very important to defeat this stinginess. And this is repeated several times in the Quran. In chapter 47, verse 38, it says, "Behold, you are those who are called upon to spend in God's way, but among you are those who are stingy. And whoever is stingy against their own soul, and God is self-sufficient, and you are in need. And if you turn away, he will bring in your place another people, and they will not be like you." So this is a timeless book. Yeah, this was addressed to those people at that time, but now it's addressed to us. We are the ones that are alive now, and if we say that we are Muslims, then we have to take this with a this is a serious warning. Serious warning. If we are stingy, then we're doomed. And the only way you know you're not stingy is if you give sincere sadaqah, if you sincerely give it. Another verse in the Quran is in chapter 3, verse 180. And it says, "And let not those deem who are stingy in giving away that which God has granted them out of his grace, that it is good for them. No, it is worse for them. They shall have that which they were stingy on made to cleave to their neck, made to stick to their neck on the resurrection day, and God's is the heritage of the heavens and the earth, and God is aware of what you do." Again, a very plain warning that God tells us that he's not playing around. If we are stingy in giving away that which God has granted us, then we are evil people. And that is what God says in the Quran. So it is very important to do. Now, if you give sadaqah, if you give it sincerely, that is the cure for this stinginess, and you know you're good on this aspect. And if you're not, then you need to change. And the next step in that is knowing how much sadaqah to give, which I'm going to address in the next video. That's it.